Hello, and welcome to Japanese craft beer reviews. Today we are going to begin a series of 5 beers from Kyoto Brewing in Kyoto, Japan. And I recently received a package from them. I joined a bottle club, and the 5 beers that we're going to look at were part of that. And actually, there were two bottle clubs. One was called the Treasure Club, and the other was the Garden Club. And the one Garden Club was the kind of like the regular beers that have been released. The Treasure one was for special edition, or very limited sort of beers. And so we're going to look at 5 beers from Kyoto Brewing. And Kyoto Brewing has been around for about 5 years. In fact, they had their 5th anniversary not too long ago. And they were started in Kyoto by 3 foreign residents of the city. And actually, a couple of them weren't quite residents there yet. But there were 3 friends who met in northern Japan, and they had been working with the JET program. I think it's Japan Education and Training or Teaching Program, I'm not sure. But they were all up in northern Japan and working, and they met there and stayed as friends, even though they went in different directions, and apparently had talked about the idea of starting a brewery as their next venture in Japan. 2 of them worked in Tokyo in finance, and one of them came to Kyoto to work in a university in Kyoto. And I knew him before I knew the other 2. And he was the one who became the head brewer. So we met him when he was basically a home brewer in Japan, working on his brewing skills. And we would meet occasionally, and he would give us his samples of his home brew and ask us to kind of evaluate them and enjoy them. He was a great home brewer. And he later studied in the U.S., studied brewing, and he did an internship at Lost Abbey in Southern California. And when he came back to Japan, he interned at one of the best breweries in the country, Shiga Kogen. And so he had all of that experience before they got going. And they started in 2015, and right away we're making great beers and really haven't looked back. It's one of the better breweries in Japan, if not the best in Japan now. And they are a brewery that, if you are interested in craft beer, you will certainly enjoy. Japanese craft beer, you really do have to try them. And if you visit Kyoto, if you're a beer lover, that's your #1 destination, is Kyoto Brewing Company. Okay, so 5 beers from Kyoto Brewing. We'll look at them in turn. Okay, let's take a look now at another beer from Kyoto Brewing, and this is the 3rd one in the series of 5 that we're looking at now. And these are 5 beers I got in a recent set package bottle club that they instituted, and there were 2 bottle clubs, and I'm hoping that they will do them again. I would certainly like to. It's a great way to keep up with the beers that they're producing. This beer is called Kyoto Brewing Shunkashuto Summer 2020, and it is a sour saison at 6% and 20 IBUs, International Bittering Units. And Kyoto Brewing has two seasonal series. One is called their Kimagure series, and the other is Shunkashuto. And the Kimagure series tends to focus on styles like IPAs, pale ales, things like that. And their Shunkashuto series, this one, generally tends to focus on saisons, Belgian styles. And this one is a saison. It's a sour saison, and they have a a Saison blend apparently in this one, which is not as aggressive as they generally use. The hops in this are Styrian Golding. For aroma and flavor is Cascade and Styrian Goldings as well. The bittering hop is Styrian Goldings. On Rate Beer, this one has 0 ratings. Nobody has gotten around to it. It's a new one. On Untapped, only 4 ratings, and I expect that will go up soon. So this beer was just released not too long ago. And let's give this one a go, shall we? This is absolutely clear, crystal clear, with a nice bit of very lively kind of carbonation. You can see it kind of exploding up there off the bottom and rising up from all parts. And it's got like a quarter of a finger of thin white foam. Let's turn it around in the light and see what we get here. Yeah, very clear, very light, very pale, kind of pale straw color. Okay, the aroma. Certainly it's got some kind of like a sour spritziness, something citrusy coming up. Nice tartness, and I agree that it's not quite as aggressive as some of their other sour beers, but it is very lively. You can see this carbonation kind of jumping up. So it does kind of punch with nice little flavors. Very citrusy, mild sourness, tartness, kind of medium astringency. And this beer was, yeah, it's a summer beer, and Kyoto summers are notoriously hot and humid. Kyoto sits in kind of a bowl, and it's on kind of on 3 sides. It's surrounded by mountains, not actually mountains, kind of hills, but it is a bowl. And the 3rd side kind of opens out towards Osaka. But it does get quite hot in the summer and humid, sticky. So the summers there are kind of unpleasant. And this would be a great beer to beat that heat for sure. Very nice, simple, unpretentious, lightly sour. I dig it. Once again, this is called Kyoto Brewing Shunkashuto Summer 2020 Sour Saison at 6% and 20 IBUs. Go online to the Kyoto Brewing website if you live in Japan and you want to, if you're looking for some excellent beer, you can order from them. They have a variety of sets available, and they're definitely one of the better breweries you can possibly try in Japan. Okay, that's it for today, and next we're going to look at another beer from the same brewery, Kyoto Brewing. Take care.